cheers and a sense of relief. The end of the war and the agreement of both sides to a ceasefire. We are now facing a new phase in our proud Gaza Strip, which is a phase of construction, a phase of removing the effects of aggression, a phase of solidarity and compassion, through which we affirm to the world that we are a free nation that builds, not destroys, and rebuilds what the occupation destroys. The confirmation came from Washington itself. President Biden, in his last speech before bidding farewell to the White House, declared success.
After 8 months of nonstop negotiation, by my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas.
According to commentators, the two sides were forced into peace talks primarily by one factor, President-elect Donald Trump, who has made it clear to the world what he will do if a ceasefire is not reached by the time he takes office.
If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out.
The conclusion of the truce was commented on worldwide, from Beijing to Moscow to Western capitals. Only one place remained quiet. Tel Aviv's silence was surprising, but around noon, everything became clear.
I won't be sharing any of the details on air with you right now, but the Prime Minister's our office statement has said that there remains disagreement. Some things which we thought were agreed have been changed, and until the agreement is finalised, again, with this jihadi organisation, not famous for making agreements, plus we're in the Middle East, where in the last minute people try to get the best deal for themselves. This deal cannot be brought to Israel's cabinet to vote on until it is finalised.
The terms of the ceasefire, at least those known to journalists, include the withdrawal of Israeli soldiers from parts of the Gaza Strip, a halt to bombings, and the opening of humanitarian channels. On the other hand, Hamas was to agree to release hostages taken in the attack on the 7th of October 2023.
Obie strony, czyli rząd Netanyahu.
Both sides, the Netanyahu government and Hamas, are discredited actors in this war. We will only be able to talk about a lasting peace in the Middle East when there are new elites on both sides of the barricade. Only then will I be able to believe in any kind of peace agreement. There are such politicians in Israel, and there are such politicians on the Palestinian side associated with the Palestinian National Authority, for example. The agreement that was supposed to go into effect this Sunday may be off the table altogether. If it does, it is very possible that the war hawks in Trump's administration will come into play, and thus, although it is hard to imagine, even more hell will break loose in the Middle East.